Hi, it's Bernie here to show you how to use the post on custom properties in SolidWorks that I have here on Fiverr.com. Simplest way to do this would be to start a new part, File New, Part, OK. On the front plane, I'm just going to draw a rectangle, no particular size. And since I'm really well versed in sheet metal, I'll do a sheet metal part, but it doesn't have to be a sheet metal part. I'm going to accept the default thickness here at 78 thousandths. Click OK. Let's add a few features to this. I'll click the surface, select the hole wizard. I have a countersink here as the default. Let's throw a couple of these on here just to show a few things. Select OK. And then we'll just put a rectangular cutout in the front too, just for no specific reason really. Extruded cut, length to thickness, sheet metal. Let's save this. We're going to call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Save. Now we're going to edit the custom properties that will appear on the drawing. Select this tab, Custom Properties. Looks like it's scrolled down a little. Let's scroll up. Let's enter the part number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Revision right now, we'll just use A. What this quote prototype release will do, it'll appear on your drawing. So if you're doing a quote only part, you can select that. If you're doing a prototype, you can select that. Or a release part, you can select. These will appear on your drawing. We'll leave it as quote only right now, and we'll enter a description in the part. Front panel. This is this will be a purchase part, and the company I'm drawing this for is Garrel Precision. It's telling me right now I did not enter a material into SolidWorks, so I'll go back and enter a material in. And I'll just pick 5052 H32 aluminum. SolidWorks is prompting me to save the changes I made in the custom property pane, and I do want to save them, so I'll click yes. Now I'll go back to finish entering the rest of the data. The secondary material details are shown here. If you recall, I did select 078 thick, so I'll add that in as detail. BD120 is a bend deduction for this aluminum material for me. That may or may not work for you. You can edit this any way you like. It's a text file that can be edited with Notepad. On some of the parts I use a base finish and then a final finish. That might be the case sometimes when you might use an iridite and then follow it up with a powder coat or any kind of wet paint that you might use. In this case, I'll use a base finish, iridite yellow. This again is a text file. You can enter anything you like into here. Final finish, I'll use a powder coat, Sherwin-Williams Raven Black. Any finishes you enter in here will be selectable from this list. Drawn by, I'll use my initials. I'll select today's date from the drop down. Check by hasn't been checked yet, but you do have to enter a checked date in here. It can be any valid date. It's not important right now. This comments drop down will populate the comments box on your drawing field. I kind of put in the burl sharp edges all the time. Let's click apply, and we're all set. Let's make a new drawing from this part, and we'll select A land or B land, C land or D land. In this case, these are A size, B size, C size, and D size. I'll use B size landscape orientation for this one. Select it, click OK. The drawing comes up. You'll note it has 4 quote only. It placed the 4 typical views that might be used by your organization. It filled in the part number, the revision, front panel, the company name, the burl sharp edges, my initials, today's date, material from SolidWorks, secondary material description, base finish is iridite yellow, final finish is powder coat Sherwin-Williams Raven Black. You'll note that it also repaired the areas in here in the proprietary and confidential note. Added the company name in there. So now you would typically finish the drawing off as you see fit. This case I might reduce this scale down to 1 divided by 2. I'll position these views as I would like them. I would dimension the drawing properly, create it, and have it ready to be released. So let's do a change. First we'll save the drawing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Save. You might save it with a revision if that's applicable in your business. You could save it with a revision as part of the name. Now we'll go back to the part and we'll change some details. We'll bring out the Custom Property tab again. Now we found that this front panel is now also called a main front panel. So we'll edit that in here. Let's say we're proceeding far enough to release this part for manufacturer. We'll check released here. Down a little bit further, everything still applies. Customer decided to eliminate the iridite finish before powder coat. So we'll just click on it, press delete. Scroll down a little further. All the other notes are fine. We'll click apply. So let's go back to our drawing. Looks like it didn't update anything. Sometimes a rebuild is required. So we'll click the rebuild icon. You notice it changed it to released. Front panel main. Updated the description as per your entry. It eliminated the secondary finish, the primary finish, and updated the drawing properly. The drawing is ready to release right now. This demonstrates the use of the custom property post that I have here on Fiverr.com. Remember, each drawing format size, A, B, C, and D, are available for a true Fiverr, $5 each. I look forward to answering your questions, and I look forward to your purchase, and I hope you find it as useful as I do. Thank you very much.